Good evening. How y'all doing? I want you to pay close attention to the background in which you see. You see a white sheet and you see a joystick to a PlayStation 4. And you see this joystick and it's absolutely clear and you can see everything through this joystick. But at the top of the joystick, the symbols and the buttons and the controls are black because it stands out to the clear and the white that surrounds it. And even though all of these things are encased in this clear plastic utensil or object, you still see the intricate movements of the things that exist to propel the game to jump, dodge, clock, bend down, jump over, vault, shoot, aim, etc., etc. Why am I saying this, and why are you forced to look at a white screen, a white background, and a PlayStation 4 joystick? Psychology teaches you that 90% of what you will take has to clearly do by what you see. And because I have known that there are people who do not believe in my intelligence, there are people who don't have factual intel or intimate relationship in the way that I obtained them, dismisses them as fiction or something that's a hoax or propaganda, if you will. So I would not dilute or infest this relationship with my image. It will be only my voice and my intelligence that's present. I am exhausted with the whole racial tension and movement that exists in America because, yes, I said I'm exhausted. Yes, I'm exhausted. And I'm exhausted in the ignorance in which we choose to expose our energy and attention to. There are aunts and uncles and children and mothers who depend on stores in their particular neighborhoods that they don't have the means to get in the car and go to Walmart. They don't have the means to take their 4 children on a bus in this pandemic and go across town. Sometimes all they have is the supermarket around the corner, the dollar store around the corner. All they might have is the stores within the mile or 2 radius within their homes or where they live. You have to understand as a black person that when you destroy your own neighborhood, listen carefully, when you destroy your own neighborhood, the white people who own these stores are home in the comfort of their home, drinking tea, whiskey, whatever beverage they choose to drink, and are laughing at you. They are laughing at you. Not only do you destroy the resources within the mile or 2 mile radius of your house, you destroy any possibility of future businesses coming into your neighborhood. Then, on top of that, the people who you are trying to get attention, you give them these huge rebate checks. Basically, you give them blank checks that they are then allowed to write everything that you have destroyed or stolen. Let me ask you a question. In America, do you think that any of these insurance policies would be tampered with? Do you think that they would exaggerate about the things that were taken? Do you think they would exaggerate about the things that were lost? I will go on a limb and say yes. So the very people who you are trying to get attention, you have made rich. And you have destroyed the mothers and the cousins and the aunts and the sisters and the brothers and the grandparents and the old ladies from being able to walk in a mile or two radius of their own house to get the needs that they need: food, medical, medicine, clothing, shoes to put on their feet. You have killed their ability to do so. While the race in which you claim to be angry with will enjoy the fruits of your protest, and also none of their neighborhoods are damaged, none of their neighborhoods are rioted, none of their neighborhoods are protested on. So I beg the question, why are we not as upset as we are when a black man kills a black man? Which, in the essence of the meaning Black Lives Matter, will have more presidents. It will have more sting. It will have more forthcoming potential to mean something when two black families are destroyed at the hands of each other. Why are we only concerned? Why do we only pay attention? Why do we only pray to protest? Why do we only take our resources and make signs and come out in numbers too big to halt? Why do we only do this when a person of another race kills a person of ours? I do not have these answers. I just beg to be strong enough and proud enough in what I believe to ask the question that hopefully will start the dialogue. That why do Black Lives Matter only when it's not us? Why do we protest and loot only in our own neighborhoods? Why do we get upset when someone kills us, but not upset when we kill each other? These are not things that I claim to be true. These are not things that I say are right. These are just questions that I choose to ask. Your answer could be anything. Could be against it, could be with it. But until we start formulating these questions, we will be the laughing stock of protest. We will be the laughing stock of outrage. The people who have us in bondage will just tighten up the noose. And that noose being tightened will be of our own work. Decopbo 1.